Okay, hey guys, welcome to the third installment on the Building with Beddien series. This is currently a voiceover because I am editing the video right now, and it turns out I actually lost the audio for I've got 2 hours of footage in here right now, and an hour and 50 minutes of it does not have audio. I haven't uploaded all the files yet, and I think I actually got it working in the last couple of days I was filming. But yeah, so I'm just going to do my best to voice over the start of this, and then I'm going to do a time lapse of the rest and just give you guys the highlights. So my main goals for today are to build a pagoda-style villager reader, which will go in that cobblestone square that I mentioned, or that I showed you guys earlier, which is where that house was, if you don't, or well, if you do remember from the last episodes. That house that I almost made my own, that's where I'm going to build the pagoda, because it's like a high point. I feel like it'd be cool. And I don't remember what I was doing here. Anyway, that's my number one goal. My number two goal is to build a skeleton grinder with that skeleton spawner we found in the last episode. And we'll get to that later. That cat that I just looked at is no longer with us, unfortunately, because I accidentally punched it while playing on trackpad like 3 times in a row. Unfortunate. But anyways, then the third thing that I have a goal to do today, although I don't know at this point in the video that it's going to be a goal, is to raid the Bastion that my nether spawn is in, which I think I showed you guys the nether spawn before. It's possible that I haven't gone to the nether before in this world, and that's the first time, because I know I did it for the first time between videos. I just can't remember if it was 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. But in any case, my spawn is directly inside of a Bastion. And I've never raided a Bastion before because I've low-key been too scared for... since it came out in 2020, but yeah, but I did it for the first time in this episode, and it's pretty good. So I got some netherite. I got one of those netherite tool up token things, whatever, the ones that cost diamonds to make duplicates of, and it's you need it to upgrade your tools and armor to netherite. I got one of those. I got a netherite bar. I got ancient debris and 1 netherite scrap, and then I got some other stuff, but those were really the notable things. A lot of gold. I'm now fully stocked up on gold for the rest of probably my time on the server until I decide to trade the piglets. But yeah, so this is all pre-raiding the Bastion. And yeah, so those are the big 3 things that I'm working on today. Number 1, Pagoda villager reader. Number 2, the well, the Bastion is the second thing I do, but then number 3, the skeleton spawner. And that skeleton spawner, let me tell you, you guys have got to see this. It is, I feel really proud of the design, and it took me so long to make. Actually, that is the hardest thing that I did in this video. Raiding the Bastion, I did that in one night. Building the pagoda, I had already designed it, so it literally took an hour and a half probably. Not even that much, not even that long, honestly. But it looks really good. It's very cool. But that skeleton grinder took me so long, and I think part of that is because we don't have great tools. Although I'll discuss that in the outro. Which I need to upload the outro and check if it has audio. Anyway, I can re-record that anyway if it doesn't. But yeah, so this video is going to be a lot of time lapses and me doing some voiceovers on stuff that's happening. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on the time lapse of me doing all this stuff, and when I get to another notable part, I'll stop it for you guys. Okay, hey again guys, so what you just saw was my design for the pagoda and for the skeleton spawner, which I had commentary on, although I didn't get to it. Basically, pagoda, I'm making a pagoda based on the pagoda, one of the pagodas in the game Ghost of Tsushima. That's really what I use for reference, but obviously it's just a Japanese pagoda that I have kind of commandeered the style of, I think that's a funny word to use. Anyway, the other big thing with well, this is the big thing with the skeleton spawner, is that the whole thing for it is really that I want to do the fog floor, which you'll see later doesn't quite end up working out the way I want to, but I don't know, I really like the way it ended up, even though it's not what I was intending to go for. So you'll see that at the end of the video. I'm feeling really good about it, so stick around and see it, I guess. But so this is me starting the pagoda, using tuff as the base, and I talked a little bit about some lore here, which I know I still have yet to explain the lore for this world. Possibly, well, not possibly, but definitely, because I'm still kind of trying to figure it out. I've got some ideas, but I want to go through it. So, for example, there was a part in the last episode that I cut out where I was talking about how I wanted to have the Japanese plains people have some war with the mountain people. And then I actually changed my mind and decided I wanted to have them have an outpost in the mountain, which I didn't say anything about in the video, but just in case I change my mind again. But I think I'm gonna go with that one. I don't know. It just in any case, the lore is very subject to change right now, so I don't want to talk about it too much. But the big lore thing that I have for this, well, big, I say it's like kind of a small lore thing, is that I want the most important buildings to have tough. Because consider, this kind of civilization is not big, and like they don't have a lot of resources, right? They're kind of all working with the same basic materials. It's like the wood, and the stone and the granite, because they can't mine all this super tough stone. So my idea is that the deep slate, because it's harder for them to get, they would only use it on like more important buildings. So later on, I want to build, and I talked about this, but you can't see it. So I'll go into it in more detail. I mean, later on, because it's not going to be in the next episode or anything, so you've got time to, so I've got time to fully plan it out before I talk about it with you guys. But I want to build a castle, and so some of that will use tough because it's like the more valuable resource and it's harder for them to get. So of course they would use it in the castle, and I use it in the pagoda because a pagoda is like traditionally a religious structure. I believe you can go like spiritual. But if I'm wrong about that, let me know. I don't know. It feels like that to me. In any case, so I feel like it deserved it. So anyways, this is building the base of the pagoda right now. I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to go into building the actual, well, you can see it in the thumbnail, like kind of the roofs and the big sections, and then we'll talk about the villager reader and all that in a minute. Alright, I'm going to head back into the time-lapse and have fun watching the video. Video, I did a lot of prep work, like before I even started filming, like between episodes. So one thing I did is I actually tracked down a mesa biome and collected a ton of terracotta, which you can see. Is that granite or terracotta? It's both. But I collected a ton of terracotta so that I could just so I didn't have to do the clay thing anymore, because I swear, I have like cleaned out this river of clay. Like I obviously I can go find more, but like that river that's on the other side of the wall is like, it is clayless. It is like, has no clay left, I swear. But anyways, I collected a bunch of those, and so this is me now. I've slowed it back down again so you guys can see me kind of start working on terracotta and the granite, just like the actual body of the structures of the bases here. And you can see it is a 3x3 square that is in the interior, perfect shape for a villager reader. Alright, I'm going to head back to the time lapse, and you guys can watch me build this thing. Okay, so this is roughly it at this point. I'm going back through and adding some of the finishing touches. Whoa! Just got something weird in my mouth. But, yeah, so this is pretty much the pagoda. I'm going to go ahead and cut forward again to where I step back and get a good look at it so you guys can go ahead and see it. Okay, so this is me now heading out on my horse outside of the village to get a good look at it. The pagoda is done. Not going to show it to you guys just yet, but if you look back in just a minute, or when I look back in just a minute, you'll be able to see it. Okay, and there it is. You can see just peeking over the top of the wall, the glorious pagoda. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think it's great. I think that really that is kind of the start. I think that is the start of the skyline coming together. Like the wall sets the stage, and then these are like the actors coming into play. You know what I mean? And it looks great from every angle. I was thinking about this. I don't think I recorded myself talking about it, but I was thinking about how, like, because it's a square and it's so symmetrical. It's symmetrical no matter how you cut it, pretty much. Unless you're trying really hard to make it not symmetrical. But it is, like, it looks great from any angle. Ooh, pumpkins, right? This is the thing I was doing. I was using pumpkins to show with my villagers, so I'm probably going to start collecting these in a minute. But yeah, beautiful from far away. So cool. And I think the best part about this, this pagoda is that it's a great center point for the village. Like, it's a focal point. Your eyes are drawn to it, and then everything else, like, falls into place. You know what I mean? It's like, even though obviously everything looks great, it's like the pagoda kind of pulls everything together. Like, it's the bridge between the house and the wall, you know, from this angle at least. And I'll look at it from another angle that I discovered. Beautiful positioning. I will definitely be going back there later to, like, for in future videos, but you'll see. Anyways, I'm going to jump back into the time lapse, probably skip ahead past the Bastion, and do a little bit of footage inside the Bastion so you guys can see that going down. And yeah, more progress has been made. I lied. I'm keeping this part because this is where I realized that the villager breeder is actually operational. Just wanted to let you guys know. Yep, we're going to the Bastion now. Right now. Alright. And now. Yeah, you see what I did there? So now we're in the Bastion. I decked out a little bit more. But in general, we're just heading out to get some stuff. So this is me kind of sizing up everything. It turns out that there's that one thing in the middle. There's some chests off the sides of this main chamber, and then there's a smaller chamber, which is actually where I'm going to end up going first, where I will die to a piglin brood. And I will show you guys that part. Not awesome, but I mean, considering I've literally never raided a Bastion before, I'm feeling pretty good about it. My friend did tell me later today when I was talking to him about this that if you just get a bucket of lava, you kind of wipe all the piglin broods, and I wish I knew that in advance, but oh well. So yeah, I'm just going to do some time lapses and some clips from this Bastion running, and hope you guys enjoy. Not looking too good for me. Okay, so that's my first death. I got 2 deaths in this Bastion. That's the first one. The second one is actually about to happen. I'll come forward to it in 1 second, about here, where I died trying to recover my stuff. That was not good. But luckily, I did end up making it out of the Bastion with a bunch of loot, so I'm just going to go ahead and jump forward to that now. Those are the 2 most notable moments from it. Okay, so in the background at this point, I have also been working on finding out the area for the skeleton grinder, and I haven't shown any of that on camera. I did record some of it, but I didn't feel like it was necessary to have the video upon editing, and yeah, so a lot of stuff. This is me putting in some of the loot. I think maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. Or no, this is after I've been exploring. Yes, okay. Or no, is it? I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be so for real, guys. I am having trouble to remember where I got this. Yeah, this is definitely a loot from that. If I will hopefully open my valuables chest, there we go. You can see. Well, just for a brief instant, you can see that netherite stuff. But anyways, that was super important that I got that stuff, just so you guys know for future reference. But okay, kind of struggling right now. But in the background, I've been mining out the skeleton spawner area, so I've got a bunch of deep slate. And actually, you'll see later, I had to well, in the final clip, you may see that I actually finished my storage system because I needed to store that deep slate. Like, it was taking up so much room. But yeah, I'm going to continue jumping forward. This next bit is just me collecting resources to build the skeleton grinder. And I think I've got some clips of myself finding it out and stuff. I'm going to time-lapse all of it so you guys can see it. And yeah, alright, enjoy the rest of the video. Hey guys, so while this time-lapse is going on, I just wanted to let you know in the next clip my audio randomly started working, so you'll actually be able to hear me. Pretty cool. Okay, hey guys. I've cut here to a little bit after because I was working on this off camera because I just couldn't record for a minute. You can see we are back in the skeleton grind area. There's the skeleton spawner up there, and I kind of did a mock of the wall, what it'll look like for you guys to see here. So there's a corner, there's that, and I haven't put the bushes in, but I've been clearing out the area where the floor is going to go. I designed the floor, and actually I'll hop into my test world really quick, and you guys are going to see a little bit of the cut using Lunar Client, but cut into the test world. Obviously there's black concrete here. This was originally to symbolize like the corridor continuing, but I think I'm just going to use black concrete in the actual build because I think it looks really cool. And I'll change that. That won't be dirt, obviously. That'll be this glass. But I experimented with the glass, like the fog effect, quite a bit, and this is the amount I settled on. I think that this looks pretty good, and if you look down, you can't quite see the floor. If you look really carefully, you can see it just barely, but I mean, honestly, you can't even really see where it's wool. Let's see if we can notice any of the texture, and I mean, I can't really. You can kind of see the edge of the block if you look hard enough, but yeah, I can't really at all. Back in the actual world, I'm going to continue to work on this, digging out this hole until I've got a 10 blocks deep, and then I will get back to you guys. So I'm just going to keep recording for right now, and I'll put this in a time lapse for you guys to look at later. And of course, we now have the return of the no audio. I think basically what I was saying in this section is that I finished clearing out space. So I think that was honestly pretty much it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop back into cutting through, but we'll see what else gets cut in here. A lot of what I did after this point of the video is I was just talking, and I actually didn't film a lot of the like basic work that I was doing, like such as I collected a lot of sand, but I did it while I was in school at study hall, so I didn't record it. And then other stuff like building, I didn't record a ton of just because at that point where I was building a lot of this stuff, I had gotten very tired. But here you can see I've got tree lines in, I've got some basic stuff in for that skeleton grinder, which you'll see more of later in the video. And once I got the floor in, I'll do the walls. So that'll go quick. Because I've already got all the materials for those. Except for, of course, the stone, but that is, as we know, I am very efficient at getting stone and then running out of it and then getting more. So okay, I'm talking over this whole clip. It's like 20 minutes long, but I don't want to make you listen to it because low-key I was really tired and not sound awesome while recording this, and I just want you guys to, you know, get the best video that you can. So despite having the audio here, I'm sure to cut it out anyway because I low-key sound very not great. I was still recovering from my cold also at this point, so I am not sounding like I sound kind of nasally. And on top of that, I'm tired and I'm feeling good, and I've been working on this for hours and I'm very tired of it. So I'm not feeling great and not sounding great. But yeah, and then I ended it by planting pumpkins, which you'll see up here, which does have a thing called. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I don't want to mess up the view there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, we end up just doing the pumpkins up here. Don't worry. And now, once again, my audio has cut out, but here is an update on the glass. Basically, the rest of this video that I recorded is just me giving updates on the progress of the skeleton grinder. So I'm just going to skip most of them, I think, but basically it's just me placing glass and then showing you guys how much glass I've placed. That's pretty much it. So we'll cut to the next one here. Okay, I have a little glass and I'm going down to just place it because Can you tell I was filming this at like midnight? Yeah, me too. Here's another update on the glass. You can see I've come back with a little bit more. Not too much has changed, but basically it's just slowly rising and slowly getting filled out, and just progress is being made. Now, the problem is, because I only have 2 furnaces going, it took forever to smelt the glass, and that was like the vast majority of my time spent, was just sitting there waiting for the glass to smelt. So I kept doing trips up and down, up and down, up and down, just getting whatever glass had smelted, and then coming back down with it, and it was very, very painful. So now I'm just going to keep cutting forward, showing you guys some more of the glass placing and stuff until we get to the end of that section. Yeah, it was very painful for me. Hopefully less painful for you guys to watch since I cut out a lot of it, but yeah. So at this point here, we're getting actually really, really close. This is towards the end of my night, where I start to actually lose my mind and cannot take placing glass anymore. Yep, just wanted to share that with you guys. I am getting close here at this point, and so desperately need to be done with this skeleton farm project. Oh my gosh, it is bad. And another cut here to the next recording where I am finishing up the second to last layer. I know, it's like surreal to actually be almost done with this. I'm gonna whoa, holy stutter. Yeah, so anyways, I'm basically just cut to the end of the glass placing, partially because I don't feel like you need to see the rest of it, but also partially because, I didn't film a lot of it. Oh, and of course I fell in. Is this where I use the shroom lights? Maybe. Do I have the water bucket on me? There's a point at which I fell and I couldn't get back up, so I just built up with my shroom lights. Oh, and, right, I upgraded my pickaxe. I forgot to tell you guys. I made a pickaxe using an anvil. Like, I combined 2 Fortune 1 pickaxes, or not Fortune 1, 2 Efficiency 1 pickaxes to get an Efficiency 2 pickaxe. And I named it Holbane's the Ambassadors because I'm taking AP Art History this year, and that's a painting I need to know, and I keep forgetting the author of it, or not the author, the artist for it. So naming my Minecraft tools after it actually helps me remember. So I decided to do that. Anyways, cutting forward to the next clip, and this is where I am about to finish it, but then run out because I have 1 missing light gray glass. This is the worst moment of the server so far because I was so close. This is like midnight, and this is the night before, by the way. So this is last night that I'm filming this. Last night as of editing this, which is what is this, December 5th? And the morning after this, so the morning of today, December 5th, the morning after this night, I have to get up at like 6 in the morning to get to school, and it's not my best idea, not my smartest plan. I ended up making it fine, but I should not have been up this late just to finish this glass. A little bit of a judgment issue, but in any case, you can see here, it looks pretty good. It doesn't get the fog effect that I was going for, but I'll talk about that more later. Okay, we got some original audio here. Let's listen to it. Okay, and here we are placing the final block. At last.
Okay, at last, the floor is, I mean, basically done. I haven't done these parts, obviously, but like, at this point, I'm done. Like, that's it.
And those
so
parts
now,
will come later.
Just
We
go back
won't
up there,
worry about
back
those
everything
for
off.
right now.
And then,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
you can
set.
stop talking now. So at this point, I've cut forward a little bit more to where I've done just a little bit more work on the interior with like that tube, and I've actually made it so that the skeletons will spawn and fall down. My killing chamber is pretty simple. It's like they just stand on the fence post and I hit them. Although actually, this is the unupdated killing chamber. Let me come forward. Yeah, so here's the actual killing chamber that I'm using now. It's very simple. It's like kind of elegant though. I think it's kind of like a cool design. Just like it's very like, it's right there, but it's not like obtrusive, you know? With like that one fence post. Basically what happens is you squat, or you shift, you go under that little like half slab, and then you can just kill the skeletons. No collection system because I'm not really going to be like trying to use this to mass farm bones, and if I do end up doing that, obviously I'm going to a collection system. But for right now, and you'll see later, I'm going to the storage for it. It's really just so that I can collect the stuff, and surprisingly enough, none of them are dropping their bows, which is like crazy. They're basically in the entire video, although there won't be a ton of footage of it in here, but I did some grinding like occasionally on these killing the skeletons, and like none of them drop bows. It's all arrows and bones, which is exactly what I want, but I mean, no bows is surprising to me. But anyway, in any case, yeah, I just pick up the stuff. It's not that big a deal. I don't mind it. Yeah, and that's one flaw. You just saw I got hit. They can't hit you if you're way up close to it, but like, I mean, it's only me, and I know not to get up close to it, so I don't have to worry about that. One of the perks of being on a single-player world. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut again because I did some work on the interior, which I did not film. I don't think I filmed it, at least maybe I did. Well, I'm about to find out. I've got 2 more clips left to edit into the video. Very close. I was feeling so good about this so far. But I'm going to go ahead and jump forward to that. Turns out I actually did film a lot of that, so I just put it in a time lapse so you guys can see me working on it. Kind of cool to see, I feel like. So yeah, enjoy. And this is actually going to be about it, so you'll see in the time-lapse I'm kind of finishing up the walls in that style based on what I designed, and you can see in the background while I'm killing them in the bushes. I set up a little chest storage system, which you can see.
Well, actually, I lied. I did change the links.
Original audio here.
But that thing is that now I have bubble vaders.
Yes,
so
and
easy
of
way up and
course.
easy way down.
Right, the whole time I was doing
better
this,
than having to go through
I
the
was
honestly,
struggling.
I should have done that from the very start. But so we go
Yeah,
up
bubble
there,
vaders
and then at the other
made
doorway,
this so
we
much
gotta,
better, more
drop
bearable
down
towards the end.
into the places this way. Keep this close. We've got to drop down into the skeleton farming chamber. Ceiling still's not done. I'll get to that right now. But I just wanted to show you guys that now. A lot easier for me to get up and down.
And by right now, he actually means right now because I can cut to it. So unfortunately, this whole final clip, there is no audio. I'm not sure why that happened, although I'm pretty sure it's because, this time I think it's because I actually just had my headphone unplugged. But whatever, it's fine. In any case, I figured out the audio issue now, so it won't happen in the future. Yeah. But this is done. You can see the roof. I've got that same design that I had in the test world. It's not very complicated. It's not very interesting to look at, but it is sleek and efficient. The floor is really the focal point because I wanted to experiment with that kind of fog effect, and I think it looks really cool. I said earlier that I was going to talk about it more later, and here's where I talk about it. It really looks more to me like a reflective, like office floor or something. I think it's really cool still, but it doesn't look like fog. It's not the effect I was going for, but I still think it's a cool thing. At the top up there, you can see, I mean, yeah, that's the roof. Same design we had before with the stone bricks and the andesite. Very simple, not very interesting to look at, but again, very, like, it works. It's functional. The walls, I think, look okay. I think that they do their job. I think that the bushes are fun. I've never really experimented with greenery before, so that's one thing I also want to try to do on the server going forward, although not too much right now. But yeah, and the skeleton farm is surprisingly efficient. I think it's because I'm the only one on the server loading any hostile mobs. Well, not server, world, you know what I mean. And I think that means that the majority of them are spawning for me. Well, all of them are spawning, of course, but the majority of them that are spawning for me are the skeletons, which is awesome. So I'm going to jump forward really quick to the outside, where I have found a new vantage point to look at the village that I love, and I will be showing you guys. Coming back up here, we can admire our work on the pagoda once again. It is beautiful, it is gorgeous, and it is breathtaking, as a certain YouTuber that I like would say. Breathtaking, I think is how he says it. But if I go along this ridge here, which you didn't see the clip of me doing it before, but this ridge on the top of this mountain, I kind of went along by accident, but I discovered that if you go all the way along it, and because of this, I really want to build some kind of like mountain path on the side of it or something. I think that'd be a really cool thing to do. Maybe put like a little monastery down on this inlet. But if I look back on the village, beautiful view. I think that this is the best view of the village so far. It like frames everything super nicely. The wall kind of like counteracts, like it's like on the left there's a bunch of filled space with the dirt, and then on the right there's empty space, but the empty space gets filled with the wall, so it like balances out. Very cool. And then the pillar in the middle divides everything, or the pagoda in the middle, that is not the pillar. Anyways, in the future, I do want to expand the wall a little bit more, I think. Other than that, there's not too much else to say for this video. In this video, to sum up again, we built that pagoda, super awesome. We built the skeleton grinder, and we did some Bastion raiding. Very, very fun. For the next episode, what I want to do is I want to work on that town square thing that I don't know if I talked about in the last video or not, or if that was all in this video and I got cut out. But basically, between the wall and that upper area, I'm looking at it right now, although I'll look at it again in a second. I want to build like, oh, I said town hall, I mean like town square. Yeah, here, that's where I'm looking. I want to flatten that all and put like a town square and put like little market stalls for villagers. So as opposed to a traditional trading hall, I want to just have them kind of like in their little stalls that I would fence in or something. And I think that would be a really cool building project. So I want to do that. I want to do some infrastructure with the roads. And then I want to build my secret project that, well, Oh, that's another thing. This whole video I was teasing a secret project that I'm going to build on one of those, on that floating place where that chest was that I had that. Well, anyways, I'll show you guys in the next video. But I have a project involving a cherry tree for the next project, or for the next video that I really want to do. It's a project I've never done anything like before, and it's super unique for me. And I think you guys are going to really like it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm sorry about the weird audio, but I think it turned out okay. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.